It's a big day at Heritage Eagle Bend Golf Club. It's been a long time coming too. There's some thank yous I want to say. First, I just want to, you know, back in May of 13, when I got here, my office over there and the club over here, I walked by this thing and I said, what is this thing here? And I wasn't sure, I really wasn't.
Now he knows.
But now I know by the turnout that obviously is very popular. And I want to thank Mr. Kimball, wherever he is. Mr. Clausen, wherever he is. These two guys sat with me through meeting after meeting, and Mike Anderson as well. And tried to put this thing together, and it was just countless meetings and to try to figure out how we were going to make this work, and I certainly want to make sure that they get what's due to them. A big thank you. So thanks, guys. Even today, the guy that was in charge of building this thing, the company called Sport Court of the Rockies, is here today. Randy Reesley. I think Randy too is very proud of how we spent our money here. Right, Randy? Yes. So, but you know what? This doesn't happen because of money or anything like that. It takes commitment from a lot of people, and there certainly is commitment by the Bocce board and the fellas that I talked about earlier. But there's also our advisory board that got behind this with the committees, the Finance Advisory Committee and the Facility and Grounds Committee. They all too were supporters of this project. And then everybody else in the community who pays their dues as part of this project. But there's one thing that we all have in common, especially all of you folks that obviously live here, is that this also makes your homes have better value. As we've tried to do with all the projects before, is to make them first class. And I think we've done that here. So with that being said, I want to introduce Steve Hungerford, our board president, for a few words, because he too has been a big supporter of this. So thank you very much. Steve?
So obviously there was one important name that wasn't mentioned in that appreciation and congratulations, and that's Gene Bloom and his team. So thank you very much, Gene. You know, kind of spinning off of what Gene was talking about how we try to manage and invest the funds that maintain and enhance this community and everything that we do. I was talking to a lady excuse me, just a few minutes before we got started, who'd been going over to Inspiration and seeing those courts over there while this was being built. And because we didn't have a clear vision as to how this was going to turn out, and I told Randy that this certainly exceeds all of my expectations, and I hope it does yours as well, but that because we didn't have that vision, she kept saying, oh my gosh, I hope this isn't what we're going to get. Well, that isn't what we got. In large part, it's because there was a commitment from the club that plays out here that helped guide us. Can't tell you how valuable that Mike and Ernie and John were to help us with a bigger vision, because even though Gene came to us from Arizona, Bocce was not a big thing where the club that he came to from here. So we really counted on that, just like, and I'm going to divert for just a second, we're also right now trying to figure out how we can use your funds wisely in repurposing the clubhouse. And in doing that, we have come together with 60 residents. We had four sessions of 10 people this past week. We've got 2 more sessions on Monday to have focus groups that, just like the group of Ernie and John and Mike helped us with that, will also give us the feedback that we need to say, what do we need in this clubhouse to make sure that it really is up to the standards of a 2017 Heritage Eagle Bend Golf Club. Not a 2002 when it was state-of-the-art, but now what's it going to be in 2017. So please stay close to your emails and so forth. We want to hear from you, and we're going to be communicating like 60. That being said, Sharon Armstrong has certainly put together a leadership group that has done very well in this as well. We had a meeting at 9 o'clock at night about 3 months ago where some key decisions need to be made, and that she brought her team together and executed something as simple as reorienting these clubs so that in the evening you're not staring into that sun. What a wonderful thing. Again, that was because you told us how to do it. So Sharon, these are your courts and your clubs, so congratulations. This has been a long time coming.
I want to welcome you all to HEB's Bocce Park. We're so proud of it, and we're so glad to see everyone here. Without any further ado, Gene, I think we should cut the ribbon.
All right, go.
Okay, everyone, I think we can now declare the HEB Bocce Park officially open. Once more, let's give a big round of applause to our manager, Gene Bloom, our master board headed by Steve Hungerford, and we just want to thank them all because I think we have the best bocce courts in the U.S. What do you think?
All right, one last thing. Just want to thank you all very much for coming out today. It's a big day, and I think everybody here is very proud of what we've all done here. So thanks again for coming out. We appreciate it.